Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Gary from Ozella Keys Marina. So today we're going to start the first series of our Friday Fish Talk. And then today's guest is going to be speaking about the fishing, kayak fishing primarily in Ozella, is our very own John. John just joined the team not too long ago. He's fished the area for how long now?
Just over a year.
Just over a year. But I can tell you right now, this guy's became a professional when it comes to kayak fishing, especially in Ozella. And that's kind of why we asked him to join the team just a couple days a week to really help with our guests that are coming in here that's really not used to fishing Ozella. And as you all know, we have a lot of kayak fishermen, so it's helped out greatly. So, John, thanks. Thank you for joining the team.
You're welcome.
And also, thank you for sharing all of your secrets with us today.
I ain't sharing hardly any of my secrets.
That's the thing to fishing. You gotta learn on your own, right? But you can help with general ideas on where to go and
Absolutely. Coming in by bait, I'll show you the maps and I'll lead you in the right direction.
Perfect. So basically, if people come in here and buy our shrimp and buy our food and sodas and stuff, then you'll tell them the secret.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm just not going to put it on Facebook.
No,
You know,
not.
that's bad business.
We're not going to circle.
Correct.
Secrets? Okay. All right. All right. So what we're going to do, I'm going to ask John just a few questions about kayak fishing out of Ozella in general, and he's got a few of his select baits here. We're just going to talk about that a little bit. So John, weather's warming up now. So, you know, typically when it's cold, you fish back creeks and inland. As we've seen on the airboats today, there's fish everywhere on the outside part of the Keys, outside islands. If you were to launch a kayak tomorrow, what area would you go work in?
If I was going fishing tomorrow, my two main areas I fish are Fish Creek and the west side of the causeway. I went out the other day and I didn't do so great. I didn't go as far out as I needed to. I just checked Crystal River. The temperature went from 69 on the 9th of May and it's up in the mid-70s already.
Wow.
So the fish are definitely in their transition period where them bigger redfish, they're all pushing out to get some of that cooler water. Now, snook bite might be starting to get hot.
Yep.
They're tropical fish, they like the warmer water.
Yep.
So I'm just waiting for them to come back in.
Cool. Yeah, I can tell you this, after being on the airboat all day long, you know, we saw a lot of redfish, few trout, but snook were everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Every wherever there was clear water, there was snook.
Well, Billy said he's seen a giant school of pompano too.
Really?
Yeah. In Fish Creek.
No, it's Billy. It could have been catfish. So, now, this is the time of the year the pompano will gather up. So, all right. So, if you're going out kayak fishing tomorrow, you're going to launch at one of the many ramps. You know, to get to Fish Creek, the easiest ramp would probably be the Fish Creek.
You can launch from here and take Fish Creek Pass up.
Okay.
You know, if you're running a boat, or the old marina. Boat ramp, the little old fish camp. That's a hidden gem in itself too. So if you want to know exactly where that's at, I think you need to come in and see us.
Yep, definitely. And I think they have an honor system there for anyone that's going to go fish it with a kayak or boat. The old fish camp has an honor system. There's a little box that you got to put your donation. So if you need more information on it, come check us out, and we'll give you all the info possible. But that is a very convenient spot, especially for a kayak. Launching straight out there and getting right into Fish Creek. All right, so tomorrow's high tide is early in the morning. I want to say it's like 7 o'clock in the morning is the high tide. The mouth of the river, back at Fish Creek, probably 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I'd have to look. Yeah.
And so if you were going to go launch tomorrow, looks like around beautiful weather on Saturday, and you probably want to get an early start, catch the incoming tide, and then finish the day off without going
I would go, I'd launch at Peck's. Right off the causeway. I know my good buddy Travis Roberts fishes out there a lot. Caught a 25-inch trout 2 days ago, I think it was.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, that thing was a beast.
It's a gator.
So he does extremely well, and he uses a lot of the same stuff I use. Jim's jig with some live shrimp, and our shrimp jump out of the tank, so you can pretty much toss it anywhere, and they're going to jump right into that fish's mouth. And of course, you know, a 1-0 or a 3-0 circle hook.
Okay. And so the pink Jim jig, that's 16th ounce. It's a pack of
I think there's 10 in there.
Pack of 10, $5.49. Great jigs, local. Can't speak highly enough about them. Very durable. So what's going to go on the other end of that jig?
The other end of this jig is I use either live shrimp or I use my Z-Man Minnow Z.
Which you made me start carrying.
Which I made you start carrying. You don't have my favorite color. I typically enjoy using the Houdini. I found that it works the best for me.
Okay.
But if the fish are hungry, they're gonna pretty much eat anything.
That's right.
So I only typically use Z-Mans. I do use the gulps, but they don't last as long.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you're looking at $6 for gulps versus $6 for Z-Man, and I'll use one Z-Man lure for a month, and I don't have to worry about it.
That's a nice part. I like how expandable they are too. I mean, you can stretch them; they don't really break. Now you were telling me a trick the other day because really with the Z-Man jig tails, because of how stretchy they are tough to hang on the jig head itself. But you were telling me a trick to keep them to stay on
A little dab of super glue.
The liquid stitch.
Yeah, I have some in my tackle box. You know, if I get cut by a snook, you know, those gill plates are sharp. A little super glue closes it right up, but it can also keep your bait on your jig head too.
I wonder if that's a cure to coronavirus.
It may be.
There we go, we're on to something. All right, so the Minnow Z Pinfish by Z-Man, one of Kayak John's secret little baits over here. And then we're talking about the jerk shad, the new penny color. New penny is always a very popular color, whether it comes to the shads or the shrimp. Jim's jigs, pink. And if you're using live bait for trout or for reds, what's your go-to bait right now?
Shrimp.
Shrimp?
Yep, yours.
Oh, that's right, because they are magic shrimp.
You know, if you did have some pinfish, I'd probably get a few of those too.
And
I've gotten a lot of calls about getting pinfish in here, so I think we're working on that, right?
Yep, we are working on this. Is the time of the year we want to start stocking pinfish when it warms up. It's a lot easier to get pinfish, and it's a lot easier to keep them alive too. So we are going to start carrying pinfish, especially because you just put me in the spotlight like that.
Absolutely.
But that's what you're here for.
I typically use the paddle tails. You know, if I'm chasing snook, the snook love the chase. They just zoom after anything. Redfish, it's more slower, and on bottom fishing, that's where I'll use either the shrimp with the jig head, or I'll use this jerk shad. I actually prefer owner twist lock hooks for these, just because it's so easy on and off. You know.
Cool. Awesome. Well, any other tips that you can give to anyone that wants to come out kayak fishing this weekend?
Wear sunblock. Oh, and don't forget, now that it's warming up,
know exactly what he's about to get to.
Absolutely. I used to use that spray repel and all this stuff, but I forgot my bug spray one day, so I came in here and I bought this stuff. This actually works better than the stuff you can get at Walmart. So it's a Captain Ron's all natural insect repellent. I carry it everywhere now. From no-see-ums to it works great. And it smells good too.
I was going to say, I started using this cologne.
Yeah.
That might be the redneck in me.
So there you go.
Captain Ron's no seam spray. I will stand by this. If it does not work, if you come here and grab a bottle from us and it does not work, I will give you your money back or I'll give you another bottle. Because I will absolutely stand by this stuff. And especially being in a kayak where you can't really get away from the no-see-ums so quickly, I highly recommend that. Sunscreen, super glue.
Make sure you stay hydrated.
Make sure you stay hydrated. Coors or Miller?
Bud. Or Guinness if I'm not on the kayak.
Guinness is pretty heavy, so I can imagine.
I like Guinness.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, so we are live, guys. Do you have any questions for John when it comes to kayak fishing in Ozello? Please go ahead and post it in the comments. If not, we are going to tune out because we have a few guests waiting for shrimp over here to our right side. And so if anyone has questions, go ahead and post them now. If not, we will see you next Friday with Friday Fish Talk, and we will announce our guest for next Friday, probably Wednesday or Thursday. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. John, thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Again, thanks for being part of the team.
Absolutely.
Super excited to have you at Ozello Keys Marina. All right.
Peace. Catch you later.